Hi James, so here's this driver we hit here after we were on the putting green. And you and I both like a lot how it's looking there from both camera angles. There's the driver from face on, the driver from down the line. Like you notice, just a little bit above the plane. Gets it to be pulled just a little bit, but the great news is there, buddy, right at impact. Posture is very similar to what it was at address. Back here at impact. Head's not going up or down like it used to. And then with the iron, in the iron we saw the same good things going on there, buddy. From the face-on angle. So much better than it used to be there, man. A lot of good stuff. And with the putting, again, really work on being able to hit a 20, 30, 40, 50 foot putt the perfect distance. People who can do that are the ones who can make the 5, 10, 15 footers. Because to be able to make those 5, 10, 15 footers, you have to read the break correctly, but the correct break is predicated on the correct speed. And if you don't have the correct speed on 40 footers flat, you're probably not going to have it on 10 footers side hill. So that's why I want you to get so good at that 40 foot, 20, 30, 40, 50 foot straight, simple putt, 9 balls. And then the other thing is just make a million 1-footers and maybe 18-inchers and maybe 2-footers. Just make a million of them, and don't just make it and say, I'm supposed to make 100 of these to please Joel or something. No, just make as many as you want so that you can feel the stroke there with the little gizmo in your glove in your putting stroke and not breaking the wrist, and so that you can see the right visualization of how the ball is going in the hole. Okay. All right, bud. Any other thoughts or questions there? This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I would help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.